show you how I make maple cream. But you take a pint of pure maple syrup, put it in a small pan, and bring it to a boil, and just let it boil nice and gently without burning until this thermometer reaches about 27 degrees above the boiling point of water. Get yourself a nice pot or bowl of cold water, a big bowl, really cold water, and I put one of these small 4-ounce mason jars in the bottom for my pot to sit on when I take it out. I'm going to use these kind of ice packs to pack around the pot once it's in the water. 3 of these should do it. You're going to either need some wax paper or some candy molds or some little tins or something. These are just some small bread tins that I went ahead and greased the insides of. And once that maple cream is done, I'll pack it into these and let it set up. And I got this oven set on 3 out of 7, so it's on medium low heat, just enough to keep it boiling steady. I think it's been about 15 minutes. It's starting to foam up just a little bit. I'm just going to turn the heat down just about a half, 2.5. Well, it's been just over half an hour, and I turned it back up half a notch to 3, and started foaming up again. So give it a couple squirts. I've heard the real trick to making this maple cream is don't stir it. Alright, well, it's been about 45 minutes since I started now, and it seems to be foaming up more and more, slowly but surely. And the temperature is up to 226 now. And when I started it was, I believe, 217, 218. Sort of a wait around and hurry up. Alright, well, it's been just about an hour since I started now, and I took the temperature down to 2, and then I raised it back up a 1/4 notch. Now I'm down to managing it by 1/4 notches, you know, just fiddling with it a little bit here and there to keep it from foaming up too much and yet keep it boiling good. It's 228 degrees now. Yeah, so that took 1 minute for it to start foaming up again, just by turning it up a 1/4 notch on the stove. There, I walked away for about 1.5, 2 minutes, and this almost foamed over on me. And I got it down low, just over 2. I'm gonna have to put it right on 2 and hope it doesn't boil over here. Bump that up a notch so it quits going off. Now it just hit 236, so it's time to pull it. I got everything set, hopefully, so I can move this over here without jiggling it and without losing my thermometer. Ooh. get it down into this water. See, I got that mason jar down there so it'll sit nice and level. Try not to move that thermometer, but I gotta get it out of the way here. Just gotta get it down to room temperature or lower, 75 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, before you touch it and before you start stirring it. Try and set these ice blocks in. I don't know if this is gonna work. Not with one hand. I'm gonna have to shut you off. Yeah, well, there wasn't really enough room for all three of these ice packs. I should have used a bigger container for the water, I suppose. But it's pretty solid. See that thermometer? It's hanging right onto it as I pull it out. Whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and eat that. I have to have a towel to wipe it off with. Because it's cold enough now, you can handle it. With a small pot like this, you should be able to hold it fairly easy. But it is definitely kind of thick. I can just take it in this small pan. Just stir it around like that fairly easy with this big spoon. Get some good leverage. They say just go nice and slow, you know, don't rush it. Just a slow, steady stirring. You gotta keep stirring and not stop. So, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's getting lighter as I stir it. And that's another thing you look for. It'll get lighter in color. And it'll change from this glassy, shiny, glossy look to a more opaque. Alright, well, I've been stirring it about 15 minutes. She's definitely much lighter in color. Still not much easier to stir. It's still quite glossy. It's been about 35 minutes and it looks like it's starting to take on a little more solid color, but it's still got quite a bit of glossiness to it. And it actually seems a little bit easier to stir now. And they said you kind of want to look for that change in consistency. It'll become more creamy and more opaque in color. Alright, well, I think we're getting real close now. It's starting to lose the glossy color and it has softened up quite a bit and lightened up a whole lot. And now, when I pull it up, it actually runs off the spoon quicker. So I think we're almost there. It's still got a little glossy color to it. Alright, well, it's been about 40 minutes. And I've definitely lost the gloss. And now it's almost getting ready to go from that soft state into a hard state, so I need to hurry up and get it into the containers. I think that's going to be it. 3 little ones. Well, 3 pretty good sized ones. Those are probably like maybe 3 by 5 plates. Or, I'm sorry, 3 by 5. Boy, it got pretty hard real quick. Hopefully I didn't take it too far. Now the fun part, you get to clean off the spoon. It's been sitting for about 5 minutes, so let's take a look. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like, but it tastes sweet and mapley and very soft and creamy, melt in your mouth. Alright, so it is spreadable, it's just not very good for toast. It takes a little bit of effort to spread it, but it definitely spreads. Well, that's it. That's how you make maple cream. Just make sure you get it out of that pot as soon as it turns into that thin, creamy consistency. Couldn't talk with my mouth full. Nice and creamy though. Try it out. It's good stuff. Thanks for watching.